An ample otter is found in the southwest of China, and a new soft exosuit may be the next step in developing Iron Man. This is Science Wrap. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Science Wrap, the show where we feed you the tastiest new research from the world of science, all wrapped up in an easy-to-digest package. My name's Miriam, PhD and science lover. If we imagine the Miocene era, it isn't actually too strange. Broad grasslands, a cool, dry climate, owls, crabs, bears. Everything seems pretty normal, except for a giant otter the size of a wolf. In a paper published this week in the Journal of Systematic Paleontology, scientists describe the discovery of 3 partial fossil otter skeletons that were found in the Yunnan province in southern China. The skeletons represent a new, but extinct, species of otter that weighed about 50 kilos. The size of the otter species was estimated by carefully reconstructing pieces of the shattered skeleton, by first CT scanning them and then piecing them together again, like a massive 200-piece jigsaw puzzle. The reconstruction of the skeleton, which, in itself is already pretty cool, isn't even the most amazing part. The paleontologists who wrote the paper decided to tackle a biological mystery when it comes to the evolution of otters by completely reconstructing the evolutionary tree and finding a home for this new otter species. The tricky thing is, otters' phenotypes, that's what they look like, and their genome, that's their DNA, tell completely different stories. This means that some early otter species have been misclassified as badgers because of the shape of their teeth. This is the first study to combine phenotypic and genotype evidence to construct one evolutionary tree for both extinct and living otter species. The fossil they found had both otter-like and badger-like characteristics, so it helped bring the whole tree together. Okay, but why is phylogeny, or placing animals into evolutionary trees, so important? We had a little bit of this last week when scientists classified a group of shelly fossils. If you want to watch that video, the link is here. Understanding the natural world and understanding how and why things are relies on knowing how things were in the past. Phylogeny can be tricky and misleading though, with different types of data telling you different things. It's sometimes hard to get the overall picture until a few key puzzle pieces, like this fossil that they found, fall into place. As always, to something completely different now. And you remember that scene in Forrest Gump, the famous one where he's running down the street and slowly his braces come off? Those braces are what are called an exoskeleton. And the point of them is to reduce the metabolic cost of walking. That means how much energy is needed by the body to walk. Certain diseases that affect gait, like Parkinson's or having a stroke, can increase the metabolic cost of walking because the body needs more effort to do the same thing. Same goes for if you're carrying a heavy load or if you're walking uphill. Now there's a paper out in this really cool new journal called Science Robotics that talks about and describes a new soft form of exosuit. The point of making it soft is that stiff exosuits, or exoskeletons as they're sometimes called, can actually increase the cost of walking. They make it harder because they're restricting the movement of the limbs. With the help of some actuators, which are devices that pull things, 2 straps that connect a waist belt to 2 calf belts. This new soft exosuit actually reduced the metabolic cost of walking by up to 25%. Now, that's the highest reduction of any exosuit to date. Using special motion capture cameras, the researchers were also able to show that people changed their walking style, particularly in their ankle area, when they wore the exosuit. This is showing that exoskeletons are not a one-way street. People actually move and interact with it to get the most out of the technology. All of this information together means that we're one step closer to developing a feasible and powerful exosuit that can not only help people who are affected by gait disorders, but also help improve human performance. So basically, we're building Iron Man. Okay, once again, that's a wrap on some of the science news from this week. As always, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please share this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!